Hey everyone, I'm Marlie Hall. Welcome to the show that covers the culture like no other. Joining us today, a panel of experts to give us their unfiltered opinions. We have immigration attorney Sophia Gurulé, Derrell Smith, chef and former pro athlete, and publicist Tanisha Colon-Bibb. Thank you so much for joining us. A number of trending topics to cover today, so let's jump right in. We start with the biggest story in sports right now. Colin Kaepernick will finally be back on the field this weekend, but not for a game. The former 49ers quarterback will take part in a private workout for NFL team reps on Saturday in Atlanta, and controversy is brewing. Cap was notified about the NFL-hosted workout on Tuesday and was only given hours to decide if he'll participate. Also, he is not being told which teams will be in attendance. Colin Kaepernick hasn't played since 2016, the year he began protesting police brutality by kneeling during the national anthem. Several NFL execs say they're confused by this unprecedented move by the NFL and can't attend. Here's what former teammate Eric Reed had to say. Listen.
It feels like the same play from the NFL. It feels disingenuous. They told Colin that he has the opportunity and that the league will send representatives from each team, but it's a Saturday before game.
So teams travel on Saturday because they have games on Sunday. So Derrell, you're a former NFL player. Why do you think the NFL is now hosting this private workout for Cap?
I mean, I would say just to shut him up. I think that, but on the flip side, I think that an opportunity is an opportunity. So if Cap goes out there and kills it, I think that it could be a cool opportunity. But from the way it is being presented, it seems like the NFL said, all right, let's shut him up. Let's have a workout. If he doesn't do well, then at least we said, like, look, we showed you that he wasn't ready for the NFL. To me, I think Reed might be right. Like, it's cool because you make it to the NFL, but once you get to the NFL and you realize it's a business and they treat you like a business, he affected their bottom line. And now he's trying to get back into it. And it feels like an abusive relationship. So hopefully, I'm hopeful, but I think Reed is right.
Why do you say it's an abusive relationship?
Because it's like a girlfriend. Like, you get that girlfriend and in your whole life you wanted this girlfriend and you get her and you become vulnerable and you tell her how you feel and how you're being affected by what's going on around you. And instead of them backing you, they backed their bottom line because now people started to get upset. And so, like, to me, I wouldn't even do it. But if this is his dream, let him do it. But I think Reed might be right on this one. Yeah.
So Cap was only given 4 days to prepare for this. Do you think that is fair? And is this a real opportunity?
Yeah. Well, I don't watch a lot of sports, and I especially stopped watching the NFL when Cap started kneeling. But I think that, one, it's not a real thing. I think they're kind of just like throwing a bone, and it's like you said, kind of shut up about it now. I think he's ready. He's been very vocal about the fact that he gets up at 5 a.m. and he still works out. So I don't think his talent is at question here. My biggest thing is why, right? And I know he spoke on it. He said, "This has been my dream. I've been playing football. See, I don't even know. No, I'm joking. Playing football my whole life, and this is my dream." But I think maybe he has a bigger purpose, and I hope that maybe after Saturday, whatever happens from it, then maybe he taps into that bigger purpose. I know he sees the impact he's making on young kids and just our culture in general, and maybe he will start to divert and say, yeah, football used to be everything to me, but maybe it's not anymore. Because I just don't feel like abusive relationship. I get it. Like, why would you want to give? Why would you want to put money back into the pockets of these people that really don't love you and support you and want you to do your best? So, yeah.
Right. So, Sophia, are you in line with that? Would you show up to this private workout if it were you?
I mean, that's Cap's decision. I think I totally agree. I think the NFL is just trying to placate him and placate everyone who supports him because so many people do support him. I actually just watched last night Megan Rapinoe talking about Kaepernick and like honoring him when she was receiving an award. And I think people realize that he really resonates with a lot of people who actually care about what's going on in the world. But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm not a former NFL player, but I did play sports. And
But you're sitting next to one.
But I'm sitting next to one. But I mean, like, I know what it's like to love playing something and to dedicate your entire life to it. So, I don't know like Cap does, but I could see why he would want to.
So, Derrell, we're 11 weeks into the season now. What is the likelihood that this will result in Cap getting signed?
Well, if you look at Deshaun Watson, you look at the kid from the Ravens, the NFL is moving towards this way, like this agile super athletic, RPO top style guy who can fake the handoff and run for 50 yards. And that's Cap's thing. And so it would make sense if they would have did it the right way. Like I would have had more faith in it if they would have said, all right, we'll do it on a Monday or Tuesday, possibly a Tuesday because everybody's off and everybody could send the right representation to see him. Now, if you rush him, you give him 4 days and people are traveling to games, everybody's mind is not on this. I think it's messed up. It's very messed up. But I could see it being a possibility, but the way they went about it, I'm not confident that he'll get picked up. We'll see though.
You're not confident.
I'm optimistic, but or I'm hopeful, but I don't know. He fits though.
So what about you? Would you show up to this private workout if it were you?
No, but I'm also like rebellious and I'm very like, things have changed in my life and this is not, it's kind of like, they don't like you. It just seems like they don't like you. So why would you give all your talent to this sport if they don't love you? I don't know. No, I wouldn't show up though.
So there are rumors that Jay-Z was somehow involved in orchestrating this. Is that a good or bad thing?
I think it's good because now at least there's minority representation at the table. I mean, you got Khan from Jacksonville, who's an owner, but before that, it's just rich old white dudes all sitting around making these decisions for a primarily minority-driven league, and that's not right. And so now that we have some type of representation, I know it's a lot of backlash, but if this is something that Jay-Z did, hopefully it's a trickle effect, and we'll start to see this be the norm in the NFL, where people of color are being put at the forefront. Because, I mean, if you shun somebody for 3 years, like Kaepernick, and now we start to bring it back, it's progress. It's some type of progress. Like I said, I'm conflicted on the situation, but I think it's an opportunity nonetheless.
And you think he should take it?
I mean, if it's your dream, I think that it sends two messages, and those messages can be conflicting the way you look at it. But to a child, it says, never give up on what you want. And then to the people who backed them and stopped watching the NFL, it can seem like a stab in the back because you drove us to do this, and now like you're going back to this abusive relationship. Yeah, he beating on you. Don't go back. And they're like, no, I want him.
I love him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far, not one NFL team has publicly expressed interest in signing Cap this year, but I think he deserves to play, and I hope he gets that chance.